It's beyond exciting to be back. It's my 12th album, so it feels like it is time to let go. And that's very much a part of my experience with this album, which meant some parts were great, some parts were not so great. But that's what the experience of life is running into the future and seeing where it takes you. I'm so excited for all my fans to hear these songs. Their support throughout the making of this album has been fantastic, because I know they've been patient. But they've been letting me know that loud and clear. When's it coming? Kiss Me Once is written by Sia, who is executive producer with me on the album, and it's very fitting that is the album title. Sia is amazing. I have so much admiration for her, how she kind of rewrote the rules in the last couple of years as to how you can be successful in the industry. So I'm a fan, I'm an admirer, and now I'm really happy to say that I'm a friend, and she's just fantastic and helped me through this album. Really feel like I had someone on my side, someone I could talk to as artist to artist, and make it the best that we could make it. The best comments I get back from Into the Blue, people say, that's a Kylie song. And that's exactly what I felt when I was recording the track. As I was singing it, I felt like, this is really me. This is meant to be. So I think it's a great partnership. I love the track. It feels like a landscape. It feels expansive, and that's pretty much how I went into this album. There's been a lot of change in my life. I wanted to embrace the new, to explore new ways of being, of expressing myself, and I think Into the Blue really encapsulates that perfectly. There's a real feeling of escape and liberation, along with the unknown, in the song Into the Blue, and that represents very well where I'm at in my life right now. The video for Into the Blue, it's about a lost weekend, a long lost weekend. And I've had more than one of those weekends, I think, where you're carried away, you travel to almost to another realm. You feel so connected with someone that your joy and your passion and your love is so extreme that then you can have the other side of that, which is you're in tears, you don't know why, everything's too much, but it's all amazing because it is extremes of emotion, and it's the kind of that weekend or those moments in life that you can't plan them. They happen when they're meant to happen, and they remain as experiences in your life that stay with you forever. So it's a recreation of that, and to be honest, it felt a little bit like that because we had such an amazing time filming. Dawn Shadforth, of course, I've worked with her so many times before. Well, I Can't Get You Out of My Head, Spinning Around, and others, but they'd be our two biggest songs together. And we were lucky enough to have the French actor Clément Sibony come and join us and be my love interest. And it didn't feel like work. I hate to confess, but it didn't feel like work. It was amazing, so much fun.
I was gonna cancel, then I looked into the sky and knew the bad news
So working with Pharrell was fantastic, really amazing to be in his presence. And every producer, writer-producer works differently, but to see him create a track right in front of you, it was pretty amazing. I had 2 days with Pharrell, and the second day I was having just one of those days. Just one of those days where I was trying to keep it together, and I burst into tears in front of Pharrell. He asked me how I was, and I said, that's it, waterworks, everything. My embarrassment was further down the list of my emotions at that point. But anyway, it led to him using that shared experience we had, and I was confiding a few things to him, and he talked me through it and you know, got me through the day, and wrote I was going to cancel. So I think it's a great little illustration of how songs and the story that you tell to the world can come from a place that is one you didn't choose to go to on that particular day, but that's the story. A Million Miles is literally, once it's in your head, that's it. Pardon the pun. I didn't realize that was going to happen, but you can't get it out of your head. And to me, it's about when you have that desire and feeling for someone that they could be right in front of you, or they could be the other side of the world, but if you can't touch them, if they can't touch you, they might as well be a million miles away. So I think it's something we can all relate to. Les Sex is very incorrect grammatically. Anyway, Les Sex makes me think of perhaps Studio 54 back in the day. Les Sex possibly contains one of my favourite lyrics from the album, which is Les love, les sex, les hand on les legs. Now, I triple checked with my French friends, as I speak very limited French. Yes, it's all completely wrong, but we all like it for that because it's very kooky, and I love it. I loved it instantly, and I just love it now. Sexercise is a really fun song. It's another Sia gem where she's taken something which, when I first heard the title, I thought, no, just that it seems so wrong, but then she makes it so right because she finds the right tone with the song where she just makes it cool and sellable. So it was fun to sing. It's fun to think of how one would interpret the song visually, and I hope we get to do that. You are so beautiful. The one and only true ballad on the album is a duet with Enrique Iglesias, which is something I didn't know that I would ever be saying. But I love collaborations, and I've done some amazing ones in the past that I cherish each and every one of them. So the opportunity to be performing with Enrique is another one of those moments. And it's funny because every time people say, who would you like to duet with? Who's next? And I always say, I don't know who's next. They arrive, and it's the same with this. He had written Beautiful is the name of the song, and I heard it at the end of a long day, and it really made me, it really stopped me in my tracks, and I cried. So I thought, that is, I have to do this. I'm compelled to do this. It's a stunning, stunning, and very cool ballad, and I'm honored to be part of it.
Fine, you're gonna be fine. You don't have to worry, don't you turn and run, run, run. Turn your face into the sun, sun, sun.
I can't help but think about touring and how all of these new songs will be interpreted, and also the life that will inject into my back catalogue. Some songs are so visual, like Sexercise, like Mr. President. Some are gonna, I don't have everything fully in my mind yet, but I get very excited thinking about touring and firstly performing new songs, which is great for me, great for my band, and yeah, how to bring them to audiences around the world. Can't wait.
You don't have to worry, don't you turn and run, run, run. Turn your face into the sun, sun, sun. You're gonna be fine.
I find with a lot of the songs on the album, there's that real emotional connection, and if I was to sum up what the album is about, it's not only about new beginnings and going into the blue, going into the future, but the extremes of emotions, the beauty, the fragility, and I just must be in the headspace or the body space where I feel quite, I'm searching for those things, and when you find them, when you touch upon them, that connection is something that can remain. And I hope that the songs that I've either written or chosen to sing on the album have the same effect on others.